about an option, no frills, great value, fantastic location, and a really fantastic price. Hi everybody, I'm Celia Klein. I'm with Highgarden Real Estate and we're here with another new construction community spotlight. Today, Kingston Bay. This is in Conway, South Carolina, and the builder is D.R. Horton. Yes, you've heard about D.R. Horton, the largest builder in the entire country. And in our neck of the woods, in 2024, their fiscal year, they closed on over, are you ready for this? 2,000 homes just in our market. Now this community is one of their smaller ones, and I gotta say I like that. So there's only 155 home sites total. They've already sold, as we do this video, in late November. They've sold around 70, and there's a new phase starting in the beginning of next year. So we have a lot to tell you about, and I know you want to learn more. I'm excited to tell you about it. Let's go. The Kingston Bay community offers 5 floor plans. They range in square footage anywhere from about 16, 18 heated square feet, all the way up to just shy of 2,600 heated square feet. Now, the model we're in right now is the Dover floor plan, and this is a very popular floor plan for D.R. Horton. This one is right around 1,883 heated square feet. However, if you want to have one of these where they've got the bonus, the bedroom, and the bathroom upstairs, then that is going to add another 500 heated square feet to the overall floor plan. Now, let's talk a little bit of pricing first before we dive into the Dover here. The pricing is going to range in this community, and this is why I really wanted to do this spotlight, anywhere from about, when all is said and done, anywhere from about, we'll say $260, $280, all the way up to about $330 to $350. And that is a fantastic price point when you are so close to downtown Conway. And we talked about these are spec homes, and of course we said another word for that is inventory. That means these choices are made for you. So as you see the different video that we're showing of these floor plans, what you see in terms of granite countertop, 9-foot ceilings, the flooring, that is going to be included in that price tag. It is a fantastic value. Before we dive into the details of this Dover floor plan, a few quick notes. Wanted to make sure everybody knew all of these floor plans are going to have a 2-car garage, you're going to have a separate laundry space, and everything is powered by electricity in this community. Now, back to the Dover. I really love this floor plan. So you've got 3 bedrooms, 2 bath when you have the main level. Do you see what else you've got? A lot of great space here. This kitchen is a very nice size with a really big island. But another thing you may see in this shot here is that you've got a separate dining space. And I think if you can have that in addition to having those chairs that are, your bar stool chairs that are by the island, I really think that just makes it so conducive to just having guests over and relaxing wherever they'd like. Another thing I really like about this floor plan is the separation that you have from that kitchen and dining area to your living space. Just by having that little, I call it jog into this room, it really does make a difference and just feel like, oh, now I know where this furniture goes and where this furniture goes, instead of one big space and trying to figure out the difference between each of the rooms. It really is laid out very well. Since we're in the bedroom, let's talk secrets. 2 different things I want to talk about here. The first one is, because D.R. Horton does so much volume, they like to sell. And so that means they will negotiate. Now, that's where I come in. I really want to make sure that you incorporate me into this process of buying, because I know what they are willing to incorporate into a deal. It might be money off, it might be a great rate on a loan, but it may also be items that you really need for your house. Think about screened-in porch and those types of items. So I really want to make sure that when you are thinking about buying, that is where a real estate agent like me can really help. Now, here's the other secret. I have so many clients who, when we're talking about where we want to look and the different builders we want to consider, I'll be honest, several will say, I don't want to consider D.R. Horton because I have seen their reviews and they're bad. I want to hesitate on doing that. That's a really broad stroke. Again, this company is massive. So are they going to have a higher number of reviews in general on Google or anywhere else they're looking? Of course they are. But here's the lesson I like to impart to my clients, and that is that the community you're looking at, no matter who the builder is only as good as the trades working in that particular community. So if you're reading, again, these broad strokes of comments anywhere, Facebook, etc., you've got to keep in mind that it's totally different per community. And if it's a big community, what was going on in phase 1 may be totally different, fixed, improved, whatever the word you want to use, when you get to phase 2 or 3. So again, I really think that when you are considering a community, you gotta create your own opinions, do your own research with the help of a trusted real estate agent so that you are confident in moving forward. Because I'll tell you, there are some great deals that D.R. Horton is offering around here. So especially if you're a first-time buyer. And here's another great point I wanna make. Kingston Bay is in a location in Conway that, even though it's super close to downtown, it is in what is known as a USDA eligible loan area. And I know a lot of you think USDA, isn't it the stamp on beef in a grocery store? It's actually a government loan program specifically for rural areas. And guess what? If you qualify for that, it is 0 down. So for those first-time home buyers, this could be really a fantastic first home option. Is this a 4th bedroom back here? No, in fact, it is the massive closet that you have in the primary suite. You know what else is awesome in this bathroom? You have 2 separate vanities. And I know my clients tell me they do not want their stuff mixed together. You know, all of that hair goo and all those lotions. All right, guys, you know you use them too. So we love when they're separate so we can just make sure our counter is kept the way we like it. One of the reasons I picked this community to highlight has to do with the tremendous value. First and foremost, do you see this? That's that fiber cement siding. And that is a great value because I'll tell you, a lot of the D.R. Horton level product that's offered in this market is going to have vinyl siding. And same for other builders as well. You really have to bump up to say over $400,000 to have a house that's going to include this fiber cement. So this is fantastic news. Also, I'm seeing some pretty decent sized lots here. Again, we're in that anywhere from 0.18 to 0.2. And again, that is plenty of space in that backyard for doggies or any other thing, like in terms of, you know, maybe adding concrete extension onto your back patio so that you can have a place for the grill. Also want to make sure you know that while in fact they are going to give you full sod, the entire front and back, they are not going to include irrigation in this. So we want to make sure that we think about that in terms of budgeting if you want to add that in after closing, which I would think is a really good idea. Now we are in a 2-story floor plan that they have staged currently, so it's great to be able to see this visually with all the furniture. It's called the Wren. It is just shy of 2,600 heated square feet. And what's really nice about this one is you've got a possibility for 2 primary suites. One, of course, on the main level where we all love it, but you've also got the ability to do the same upstairs. It is a really nice layout. And you see this open concept behind me, loving this open living area as well as quite a large kitchen. You want to see more? Let's go. This is one of those features that really brings confidence to a lot of people, and honestly, there are very few builders in our area that offer this. This is called the quick tie system, and this is behind the drywall, so you're not gonna see it unless you're watching the home be built. And this is, as you can see, a cable system. And think about, say, the Golden Gate Bridge, okay? Because these same type of cables are used there, so that it allows some give in times of a big bad storm. We don't get those. But if we did, it's gonna allow give in the house, so that once the high winds are done, it literally basically just resettles back. It's amazing. And so it's really going to help to keep the home intact during high winds. And again, it's one of the few builders in our area that includes it on every home. There's no additional option feature, they're just including it. And that's gotta make you feel safe. I am so excited to be able to tell you about one of our awesome animal rescues here in our area. Today, Cora's here, and she is with Kind Keeper Animal Rescue, and that's in North Myrtle Beach. And I think you really want to know who that is, don't you? Okay, that's Emperor, and that is one of the many doggies that are up for adoption right now. So Cora, tell us a little bit about this organization.
So Kind Keeper was founded in 2014. We've been there for 10 years now. We save all kinds of dogs from different situations like overcrowded shelters, surrenders, and we always have a lot of puppies. This is Emperor. He's 9 weeks old. He's a heeler mix, and he was born at our rescue with his 13 total siblings. And mom was adopted just a few weeks ago.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, obviously, by the time this video goes out to so many of you, it's very possible that Emperor's already going to be a dog. Yes, I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah, right?
So
I'll just have you hold him.
What I also like about Kind Keepers is that that not only are they obviously focused on the rescue part, but they're also really having an emphasis on wellness in terms of doggy care, as well as they've got those kitties if you're a kitty fan.
I like to educate the community and the public as much as we can. We go to a lot of events at different places. We bring our dogs. We like to have the conversations with people about what it's like owning a dog, so people know what they're getting into. And at a lot of those events, a lot of our dogs end up going home.
Oh, that's wonderful. So yes, just if you live in the area or you're about to move here, definitely Google this organization, Kind Keeper Animal Rescue, because they do have a lot of good events in our area. Look who's wanting to explore. Yes, you can already tell that Emperor totally rules our world already. Well, I'm so glad you could come. And so we're obviously, as we're doing this, we're in a community. And so as you're talking to people about adopting a dog, tell us about things that they should be thinking about, in terms of where they live. So, because it's going to be where doggy lives.
100%, yeah. So part of our adoption application process is checking if you have an HOA or landlord, checking what those rules are, make sure that the dog applies. Some places might have a weight limit or a breed restriction, so we always make sure that checks out. And then do your research on what the mix is. So Emperor here is a heeler mix, so he's going to need a little bit more exercise than your typical dog. So just keep that stuff in mind when you're planning on adopting a dog and making sure that your lifestyles match.
Absolutely. So from that standpoint that's another great thing to know, that in our area there are some really good doggy daycare. Also, if you need to travel, places where the doggy can stay overnight. But these are things you really have to think about, because guess who's going to rock your world? Your routine will change. So yes, he turns to me like, who, me? Yes. Cora, thank you so very much for coming out and explaining this. You're such a great organization. Tell us how people can, say, look at potential dogs or cats for adoption right now.
Yeah, so you can go to our website. It's www.kindkeeper.org. You can give us a phone call at 843-427-4388, or you can visit us on Facebook. We always have events that we're doing posted there, new adoptable animals there, and check us out or come give us a visit.
Oh, someone's ready to roam. Now, as you heard, Cora talked about how important it is to think about the community and the area you have to raise your doggy. And so today, Kingston Bay is getting the paw review. So are they going to get 1 paw, 2 paw? What rating will they get? So, okay, Emperor, do they have sidewalks here to walk doggies once they are healthy and it's the right age to do that? 1 paw! That's great. Okay, next up. Do they have backyards that you can fence in for playing? 2 paws! And then finally, is there a dog park nearby where Emperor can play and meet other doggy friends? 3 paws! So this community, Kingston Bay, gets a 3 paw rating out of 4. That's pretty good. Now, one of the things that we wanted to talk about especially is that fencing in the backyard. This community does not allow that 6-foot tall privacy fence, but they will allow the 4-foot black metal, aluminum. So again, especially for those lots that are overlooking a pond, you really want to make sure that you have it where you can see and you're not blocking anyone else's view. So it really does make for a great combination. Doggy play and a great view. This community is just so adorable. And hey, we're in Conway, and clearly I've still got an ocean breeze going on here, right? The colors of the exteriors here on this fiber cement, I just love it. And the use of that shake siding as well, it's just such a good look. It feels very coastal here. Now, the HOA, super reasonable, $68 a month. We had talked no frills, so there's not going to be a pool, but the good news is right off of a road called Mill Pond Road, 5 minutes away, you've got a recreation center that does include a pool, so you could take advantage of that. Now, again, so much value here. I sure hope if you are considering this area or this community for your castle in the sand that you'll give me a call, 843-321-9646. We've got a lot of information to offer about all kinds of communities also on my YouTube channel. Have you subscribed yet, or did you just see this video somewhere in your feed? Let's go ahead and get you connected. That channel is called Carolina Coast TV. We've got all kinds of information there about your potential castle in the sand. My name is Celia Klein. I'm with Highgarden Real Estate, and I'd love to help you with your real estate needs. Thanks so much for watching.